Hello. So I've got to say, I'm struggling a bit this evening. I've brought myself up to, now I've got to try and remember the name. It's Coleman's Hatch, which is on the sort of northern edge of the Ashdown Forest. Because I know this view really well. And I've always wanted to capture it at like a sunset or a sunrise. Because it's just, it's a beautiful spot. I think I've got some B-roll, so I'll whack it up in the screens if I have now. But it's just a northerly looking view, stretches out right the way across the North Downs. And I was a bit busy today, so I didn't get a chance to go out on a real walk that I had planned. So I thought I'd just pop up here for sunset, because our evenings are still quite long. And sunset's not till about 9 o'clock, which is in about 20 minutes. I thought I'd pop up here and try and capture this view, but I've got to be honest, as I was about to say, I'm really struggling this evening. I've been wandering about trying to find some pictures to take. Like I took I always forget that I've got this thing on my chest and I start moving about and knocking myself, and then the audio comes back really bad. As I was saying, I'm struggling a little bit because I think because everything's so green up here. We're right towards the end of July now, and everything's just really green. But it's nice, but it just doesn't picture very well. Like a moment ago, I saw this. The light's been sort of battling, the sunshine's been battling with the clouds this evening, which is part of the reason why I come up here, because I'm hoping to get one of those real electric skies, which happens because we had a bit of a storm today in the middle of the day. It really peed it down with rain, and the evening was due to clear out, and I thought, well, tonight will be a night where we might get a very fiery red sky. And I'm digressing from my original point, but so I've been dealing with this sort of light dipping in, coming in, coming out as the clouds passed over the sun. And I did see this spot a minute ago, which I'll put up, and I did take a few pictures of it, but I just couldn't frame it up. It was a tree alongside one of the paths in the forest, and it was being lit up by the sun. Like, it had a real nice side light coming onto it, but the trees beyond it were in shadow, and to the naked eye, to me, it looked really pleasing. I thought it would make quite a nice image, but then I wandered about for a good 20 minutes trying to find a way to frame that up, and I couldn't. I don't think. I've taken a couple of pictures, and I'll stick them up at the end and see what you think, but I just couldn't find an angle or a perspective or anything that was pleasing to my eye. I think it might be alright come the autumn, because naturally in autumn, with the dying leaves and foliage, you get natural separation, but it was very weird, because to my eye, it looked very good. I could see the separation, but on the camera, the back of the camera, not so much. So just been struggling really. I've had my head in things for work on a Sunday, which is not good. I shouldn't be doing it, but I've got a new laptop. I had to upload a load of software onto it ready for tomorrow. And it just took an absolute age because I use old software, and getting that to work on new systems can be a bit of a pain. So I haven't really been in the right frame of mind. I had a plan. There's a spot I want to go to, which is over in Groomsbridge, a bit of a walk, which takes you along the River Medway, and it's where it merges with this other river, and blah, 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 blah. I'm digressing. I'm waffling on. I was going to go and do that, but I just couldn't be bothered. After a day of staring at a computer, my mind wasn't in the right frame for that. So I thought I'd come here, try and capture this view, and I'm failing, I think. I have got this, and I'll get this up. I'll try and record this. The light's gone down quite a bit now. Maybe I'll take that polarizer off. You might get a better... Not so bad. Come on, Jim. Anyway, I found this... is that recording now? None of that recorded, so it doesn't matter. You won't see it, but I will. I found this bit of a perspective here, which I quite like, actually. It's not too bad. I've set this... Don't know what type of tree that is. Could have leaf snapped it like always, and I never did. Up on my the left-hand side of my thirds, and it just sort of acts as an umbrella to the view that goes beyond. And I did get a shot of it a moment ago, because the sun was right behind, or peeking right through the break in the canopy there in the branches. And I got one of those starburst shots. I set myself up at f16 and HDR'd it, and it come out all right in the back of that, to be fair. But I'm unsure on the rest of it, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just struggling. I'm having one of them nights, but it happens. And I wanted to get out anyway. But I'm going to hang about here and just see what the sky does, because it won't come across to you guys very well right there right now. I don't know if I could stick that polarizer on. Whether that would help you. I can't get this to ground to come. No, that's not going to work. Actually, let me just. No, it's not really doing much to it. Anyway, you won't see it as well as I can up there, but the sky is looking quite. What would be the word? It looks like it's going to come to life as that sun goes down. There's going to be a bit of like a fiery red sky, I hope. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stick with this position, with this tree, with this view, because it gives me a nice shot of the sky. It's close to where the sun is on the horizon, so I'm thinking that will light up. And yeah, just get a picture of that. But yeah, it's a bit of a struggling evening. I had all these plans of what I was going to talk to you about, my new filter system and all that, but I might not even bother, to be honest with you, because it just go on too long. But yes, no, actually, no, I will talk about that, because let's fill up a bit of time. I bought, in my sort of, my attempt to make my setup more hybrid, so like with the R6 and using this for video, and with the Osmo Pocket that I've got, that you're on there now, I actually bought a new lens. I bought a 24-70 f2.8. I traded in some old gear, bought that with the idea that the f2.8 is going to help me hybrid style with the videos on this, because I want to use this more for B-roll footage. And but with that I needed to buy new filters, because this is 82mm, the filter thread on the end of this. Everything I've got 72, I think, on my old f4 comparative lenses, or similar focal length lenses. So I bought the new filters, but what I wanted to do was get a filter system that was again sort of hybrid, because for video you really need variable NDs, and for pictures I like polarizers, which I've got in my hand here now, circular polarizers. Also they're quite handy for video. So initially I did buy something called a Freewell Hybrid V2, I think they call it. I'm going to stop that video, so that's not recording. Yeah, a hybrid something V2, Freewell anyway, by Freewell. And what that is an all-in-one polarizer, circular polarizer, and variable ND. And it's quite good. Like, I was very impressed with the glass, like the polarizer, I thought that was really good. And the variable ND was very good. But its one downfall was because it was together, it was one complete unit, you couldn't separate the two of them. You were left with a constant minimum ND of free stops, so less free stops of light exposure. And I found that really annoying. Like, it was quite good for video, it was fairly good. But for when I wanted to, everything being hybrid, I coined a new term the other day, hybridicity. I don't think it's not actually a word, but it's my aim with my setup. And I bought that thinking that would be like a one-stop shop for me. But as it turned out, I was taking it off more times than I was actually using it. And it was quite annoying because I wanted the polarizer. So I actually sent it, Amazon being Amazon, and the great as that is, I sent it back. And for the same money, so it was £129, I stuck with Freewell because I was very impressed with their polarizer on their hybrid thing. But I got their M2 system, which is all these magnetic ones that you can just take on and put off and stack. And that comes with a UV, a polarizer, 3-stop, 6-stop and 10-stop NDs, and you can stack those together. So like the polarizer with the ND gives you an extra like stop and a half, so that then becomes 4 to 4.5. That's where you get the sort of variable with it, and then etc with the rest of them. And it's quite up. This evening's the first evening where I've used it. I haven't really been able to put it through its paces, but in the sense of whatever the term is for usability or ergonomics, whatever, it's all right. I thought it was going to annoy me keeping having to swap these over, but it really isn't bad. They're magnetic. you get a little case, this little case here that it all comes in. It all sits inside of that. You can strap that. I left the clip at home, but you can clip that somewhere on your tripod if you want, and it's just a case of swapping them over. But I didn't find it too bad. I stuck on a 3 and a polarizer, just adjusted the polarizer to give a bit more, take a bit off if I needed to, and it was really good for the little bits of B-roll that I took coming down. And also now I can take off the ND when it comes to picture time, stick on the polarizer if I want to. That's circular, so you can move around. And the polarizer, I have to say, is really good. I did have a case, or I do have a case K2 system, which is the square ones and the magnetic polarizer, magnetic polarizer, circular one. But I think this is better, personally. From the little that I've used it, I think it's a much better polarizer. But yeah, so that's just a little bit of nonsense gear chat to fill the void, really, because there's just not much going on in this video tonight. But yeah, so I guess the moral of this video is that you come out sometimes and you just don't quite capture what you want. So I think I'm happy with the starburst shot of this tree, because looking at it now with that fiery sky, I don't think it's going to work, but I'm going to try, and I'll put it up on your screen when I get it. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to sign off. Next time I come on, I'll be the video will either be from Wales or Dorset, hopefully, because not the week coming up, the week after, as I've got a week off of work, and I haven't decided where I'm going to go yet. I can't decide whether to go to the Brecon Beacons in Wales or to go to Dorset. I'm thinking Dorset because I love to paddleboard as well. Brecon Beacons, I just want to enjoy the summer, was what I was thinking, and Wales, as lovely as it is, isn't going to be as summery as Dorset. And I love Ludwolf Cove and places like that, so I think I might go to Dorset. So the next video should hopefully be a montage, but a video of the photography and bits and pieces that I do, probably in Dorset or Wales, but I'm leaning towards Dorset, to be honest. Yeah, so that's it really for this evening. It's quite a short, though I've managed to fill it out, talking a load of nonsense about filters. But in case anybody's interested in doing this stuff themselves, that's a bit of a gear test for you. Me personally, I prefer the magnetic stacks to the all-in-one hybrid system, because it just gives you a bit more control over things, a bit more versatility with what you're doing. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to see what I can get. I'll stick all the pictures up at the end of the video this time, give you a little montage, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. I don't know if there's much to like or subscribe here really on this video, because it hasn't been much. A bit of a disappointment like the last one, but people seem to like that. I put a thing up that says I got wet, and more people watch that than most of my videos. So obviously people like to see me getting wet. But yeah, I'm talking nonsense now. Thank you very much. I'll catch you later on, guys. Bye bye.